Good evening, good evening, good evening. Clarence T. Brown here with the Talking About Limited Liability Corporation. It's Saturday evening. I'm coming to you about 11:02 p.m. and I'm getting ready to pretty much shut it down for the day. I'm actually going to do a little more research before it's all said and done, but I'm kind of shutting it down for the day and wanted to just share with you a little bit about my day. As I told you on the earlier session that I was having a surprise birthday party for my son. Oh my goodness, it was awesome. Yeah, he had no clue. He walked in. I thought he was going to go into cardiac arrest. I had to whisper in his ear and kind of check his heart for heart palpitations. But it was good. It was well attended. We probably had close to 50 people there, both adults and kids. And of course, as I told you earlier, I had on my soft sell, my talking about collared shirt, and quite a few people noticed it, and we were able to actually engage in conversation about what I do. I actually handed off my book to the teacher. Actually, only one of the two teachers showed up, and I handed off my book to the teacher, and we actually engaged in conversation regarding the book and where my concepts were coming from in the book and what made me write the book and things of that nature. So it actually gave me an opportunity to share about my passion and what I feel like my purpose is, and an opportunity for her to actually engage me and let me know what her passion and her purpose was as well, which is great because it starts off with that kind of conversation that actually helps grow both parties. It helps me grow because I'm learning. Um, I'm kind of like proofing what my thought process is. I'm kind of proofing if what I think is actually a reality, and getting feedback on it. And at the same time, that person is actually getting an opportunity to articulate and kind of feel good and feel empowered by what they were created to do. So it's always a win-win situation when you can talk to somebody about their passion and their purpose. And so that was the earlier part of my day, and getting into the whole Volvo shift, vacation, vocation shift was kind of just spending time with family, maintaining that work-life balance, but also having the opportunity to do a soft sell by actually, first of all, wearing my logo polo, and then actually putting a product out there so that somebody can get it. And it's not even putting it out there for sale, trying to make any proceeds from it, but actually just putting it out there so that people know what you're all about and what you're trying to do. And so what I encourage you to do is, if you do have a product or a service that you're looking to sell as a part of your vacation, then you start kind of at least conceptualizing how you can develop that early on as well. Because what happens is, as you go through this Volvo shift or this vacation to vocation shift, the more opportunities you get, the more opportunities you have to share with people what that product, the project is, the more visible you become, and more visible your product or your service becomes. And so that's great. What I'm actually doing now, I'm in the process of doing, I actually took a break from it to do this recording, is kind of researching another area that I know that I want to get off into. And for me, it's a service that I'm actually providing. And so I'm actually researching a school system in Georgia and trying to find the key contact persons there, and I'm developing a strategy that will allow me to actually contact them and send them some information on what I want to provide for them in their constituency. And so, again, as I told you, the first 10 days should really go into research. And so, every opportunity that you get, you should really be spending researching and making sure that your market is stable, making sure your market can support what you're trying to accomplish, making sure that you have the right contact people in place and things of that nature. And so, for me, again, I'm doing a lot of research and making sure I make the right connections and the right contacts. And if you make the right contact, one person, that one person could actually be fruitful enough to bring you 4 or 5 other people. And so you need to make sure that you are actually doing the research. And when you find the person or the entity that you're actually looking for, make sure you do some background research on them as well. Because in all honesty, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find a service that fits their need. You're not necessarily trying to find something that feeds your pocketbook or your focus. You're trying to find a service that fits their need. Because I'm a believer that that thing that we were created to do is here to solve a purpose, is here to solve something. And so what you're actually providing for them is something that they couldn't get from anywhere else. And so you need to see how what you were created to do plays out in that arena. So for me, as I said, I'm researching a school system, and I'm looking at what their student data looks like. I'm looking at where the holes are that may line up with what my purpose is, and in doing so, I can then strategize on how I can best approach contacting them and actually pitching my business. And so, I'm again shutting it down for the night, but I wanted to come to you and let you know that my Volvo ship is still in full effect. I'm still doing these 2-a-days. Real eager and real excited about it. Real eager and real excited about coming to you because this is a new venture for me as well. And so, if you want to get in contact with me, you can give me a call, or I'll give you my personal cell phone number. My personal cell phone number 703-899-8010. That's my personal cell phone number to reach out to me. But also, you can reach out to me on the web, www.talkingabout.com, or you can give me an email at clarencetbrown@talkingabout.com, where we provide nuggets that prompt independent thought. I love sharing with you. I'm going to shut it down for the night, but I appreciate you listening to me. I appreciate you following me on this journey. I appreciate you even endeavoring to go on this journey with me. Again, Clarence T. Brown of the Talking About Living Liability Corporation. Have a good evening.